Hello Aquarius, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm going to use the Thelma Tarot. There's the other side of the box. It's by Renata Lechner. There we go. For the Oracle cards, supportive Oracle cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I hope it's a small little window, so sometimes I'm not sure if you can actually even read what I'm throwing up there. Alright, we're good? Alright, let's go ahead, get the cards out. Already shuffled them. Okay. Alright. I want to say there was another sign in this segment that had one card in the environment. I don't remember what it was, but you have one card in the environment. It's down the line a little bit. So I feel like you might be contemplating a lot about what to do, and I feel like you might be doing a lot of internal work. I don't feel like you're conversating with others. I feel like you're sorting things out for yourself. It seems like that's a lot of what's happening. It does come into play here at the end, but it's all about like how you're viewing it is what I'm getting, and what you're willing to do about it, and how you're receiving information, even though I don't know if you're actively going out to getting it. Let's keep going and find out. Now, what I'm starting with in the actual action line is confidence. I feel like people have confidence in you, and you have confidence in others with what's actually going on. The situation that you have the question about, I feel like that you know where other people are standing, you know what to expect with them, they know what to expect from you, they know where you're standing. So the confidence, I feel, is just saying each side knows where they stand and what they're going to do. And I feel like it's on the level. Good? Now, I'm seeing above this the star card for you. I feel, even though you have confidence about what the other side is doing and what to expect from them, you have hope about changing the situation. Is that correct? Yes, no? No, they're saying yeah. Is it changing or redefining? Like almost like you want to clean up some edges. You want to clean it up a little bit, make it a little bit more efficient, a little bit more enjoyable. You're looking to edit but not completely change. See, I don't feel like change would be... Is change the right word? Or edit? Because I feel like it's more like an edit. Like, you know what I mean? Like a change would be like going from one book to a totally different book. You don't want to change the book. You just want to edit it. You want the story to be a little bit more honed in, a little bit happier, a little bit easier to deal with. And this is what you're thinking about. You know the other side, what you can expect from them. You have confidence in that. They have confidence in you, but you're like, you know what, maybe we can, make this better. Not a whole new way of doing it, just better what we're currently doing. Now, you're not, I feel like you'd like to, you have ideas about what you'd like to change. Change, I shouldn't be using that word, edit. What you'd like to edit, how you'd like to clean up the edges. You have ideas about that. And you start out with some hope. But I feel like you're watching this person, maybe a couple people, and you've got the 9 of Swords, because you're not really sure how to get through. You're thinking, how do I do this without causing discord? Because at this point, I feel like the way the situation is, I feel like you're looking at this energy, this other person, I'm calling it energy. Because it could be a situation, I get that. But if you aren't careful, and if it's an abrasive edit, you're like, I feel like you're looking at it like, if I upset this apple cart, it's going to start going down the hill, it's going to start rolling all over the place, it's going to take a lot to calm it down. Like, I feel like that's how you're looking at it. I don't want this to come across in an abrasive way, not because you're opposed to a little bit of arguing, but because, like, if it starts off being a problem, it could take a life of its own and get out of control easily, and you could have a hard time calming it down. And so you're trying to find a way to go about these edits without causing major upset that's going to possibly create a life of its own. Is that good? Good. Now, that's where you're kind of at this spot where you're like, I want to make these edits. I want to hone this in and make this happier for everybody. But I got to be careful how I do it. And you're not seeing a way to do it just yet. But in the action line, I'm seeing the Page of Swords. Now, this seems very interesting because I feel like it's very stereotypical to say like you're watching, you're seeing how people are dealing with each other, but I feel like what you're noticing here is how they're watching you. Because I feel like this is back and forth, but I feel like you realize that they're kind of keeping an eye on you too, whoever they are, however that is. Because it seems like you're also like, yeah, I'm keeping an eye, I'm trying to find out like how to do this, but you're also realizing that the same energy is coming back towards you. I feel like this is normal energy for you to try to find out things, try to see what's going on, keeping your eyes open, keeping your ears open. But when you're noticing this energy is coming back towards you, I feel like this is inspiring to you. I actually think you like it. Because you're like, if they're as attentive as I am to what's actually happening, maybe I could just be more on the level about it, in the sense of like just go right towards it and say, this is what I think we should edit, this is why, without going about it in a roundabout way, and that will actually work out better in this situation. Maybe if I just go direct for it, I'm just really blunt about what I'm thinking, maybe that would work out here. Is that really what I'm going to say? Yeah. Because I feel like usually there'd be a little bit of a finesse, talking about this, talking about that, warming people up to the idea of things. But in this situation, I feel like you're noticing that energy come back towards you, and you're like, you know what, maybe I could just be really direct and just go right to it. Maybe that would actually garner the result I'm looking for without the abrasiveness. And I'm seeing here with the Page of Wands in your, this is on your side. I feel like you're taking that action. But it's the Page of Swords going up to the Page of Wands on your side. I'm getting your starting action. I do feel like you're direct. But I feel like you're not making it like, this is what we're going to do. I feel like you're putting it forward like, this is what I think would be a good idea. You're very smart in realizing how the other side interprets you. And you're aware of like how, even though you're coming at it in a direct sense of like, this is what I think, you're making sure you don't come across in an authoritarian way, because you know that gets pushback. Is that right? This takes some restraint. Because I'm getting that energy pushing up, and it was a burp, but sorry, but it takes some restraint on your side. You see, because now I'm getting it in the jaws. So I'm feeling like this maybe, I mean, it's not killing you, but you have to have some restraint here, and you're careful about how you're pushing things forward. Because I'm getting you do this, you push it forward. You're very careful about not making it abrasive, but you're also very careful about how you're saying it. Even though it's direct, it's still very kind. It's very considerate. It is direct, but it's considerate. I don't know, does that feel right? Am I saying that right? Like, you're very considerate about how it's going to be received, even though you're direct. You're not just like throwing it at somebody like, this is what needs to happen. You're kind of like, I think this would work well, and this is why. But you're direct. In the action line, you're getting a harvest because of this. That seems to be, I feel like the other side is agreeing. I feel like the other side is very much agreeing. You're putting forth, you're very direct, but you're very considerate. The other side is agreeing fully. I feel like they're fully agreeing. Whoever this energy is. Because your Page of Wands on your side becomes the Queen of Wands on the other side. But I feel like this energy is completely conducive with what you were thinking. It seems like it's precisely what you were wanting. It feels precisely what you were wanting. I know that might be really pushing my luck, but it seems like that's what I'm feeling here. It seems like, okay, here we go. On your side, you got the Two of Cups, and then it's really a big reason why I'm thinking it's going exactly the way you want it to. You are extremely happy because you put forth very direct but kind, what you think should happen and why, how it can make the situation better, how you can clean up some edges. The other side agrees fully. I feel like they agree fully, and they go forward with it. And you like it because they're going right forward with it. I don't feel like there's any abrasiveness to it, and the change you want is happening. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting. This is face down. It's the Friendship card, which is a very, it's a pretty card. I mean, it is. But it's a very, it's face down. I feel like this other side wants to get along with you. It does value your opinion greatly. And I feel like there's a mutual respect going on here. I'm feeling you're winning this other person over because it's a lot about how you talk to this person for them. For them, it's how you talk to them. And the way you were very considerate went miles. It went very, it made a big difference. Big difference. The way you talk to them, as long as you talk to them in that manner, I feel like this person could pretty much be in your pocket. Because to them, and this is face down, so I don't think you're realizing that. And I feel like this is more in your control. Because I feel like they do like you. And I do feel like you like them. It's just this, when they get upset and then when it goes off the rails, it's really hard to rein it in. And I feel like you're both being very low-key about liking each other because you do seem to be favorable towards each other. I feel like, especially in this reading, it's more in your control to realize going forward with this person, as long as you talk to them with that very considerate tone and attitude, I feel like they're pretty much in your pocket. And I'm getting what's going on here from beyond this point is you're learning about each other. I feel like the other side is respecting you more. The fact that you took the time to talk to them nicely the way you did, it meant the world to this person. That meant the world to this person. And I feel like you're getting a lot more leeway in the future. They don't expect you to be perfect. If you have moments are moments. But, if you, for the most part, talk to them that way, for the most part, best you can, of course. I mean, it's reality. I feel like this person's pretty much in your pocket. And I feel like you're learning about each other because I do feel like you like each other. It's conducive energy. It's just the way you communicate with each other. That's all it takes in this situation. And the Three of Pentacles is, I feel like you're learning this about each other. They're learning about you. They seem to be invested with you. You're invested in them. And I feel like this goes well. This goes well going forward. You're realizing, how far that went. Just having that bit of sugar in it. And they're realizing, this person actually, they're feeling valued by you. They're feeling like you look at them with value, which makes them return that view towards you. They look at you with more value as well. And it just seems to be a very cooperative energy that sometimes maybe in the past hasn't been all that cooperative. All right. They're telling me that what we needed to get out is out, so let it be. All right, so I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.